The Legend of the Indian Paintbrush, retorted and illustrated by Tommy DePaula. Many years ago, where the people traveled in planes and lived in a circle of teepees, there was a boy who was smaller than the rest of the children in the teepee. No matter how he tried, he couldn't keep up with the other boys, who were always riding, running, shooting their balls, and wrestling to prove their strength. Sometimes his mother and father worked for him. But the boy who was called Little Gopher was not without a gift of his own. From an early age, he made toy warriors from scraps of leather and pieces of wood, and he loved to decorate smooth stones with the red juices from berries he found in the hills. The wise shaman of the tribe understood that Little Gopher has a gift that was special. Do not struggle, Little Gopher. Your path will not be the same as the others. Then you will grow up to be warriors. Your place among the people will be remembered from a different reason. And in a few years, when Little Gopher was older, he went out to the hills alone to think about becoming a man. From this was the custom of the tribe, and it was there that the dream vision came to him. The sky filled with clouds, and out of the came a young Indian maiden and an old grandfather. She carried a roll of animal skin, and he carried a brush of fine animal hairs and pots of paints. The grandfather spoke. My son, these are the tools by which you shall become great among your people. You will paint pictures of the deeds of the warriors and the vision of the shaman, and the people shall see them and remember them forever. The maiden unrolled a pure white buckskin and placed it on the ground. Find a buckskin as white as this, she told him. Keep it, and one day you'll paint a picture that is as pure as the colors in the evening sky. As she finished speaking, the clouds cleared and the sunset of great beauty filled the sky. Little Gopher looked at the white buckskin, and on it he saw colors as bright as beautiful as those made by the setting sun. Then the sun sank behind the hills. The sky grew dark, and the dream vision was over. Little Gopher returned to the circle of people. The next day, he began to make soft brushes from the hairs of different animals, and stiff brushes from the hair of horses' tails. He gathered berries and flowers and rocks of different colors, and crushed them to make his paints. He collected the skins of animals, which the warrior brought home from the hunts. He stretched the skin on the wooden frames and pulled them until they were tight, and began to paint pictures of great hunts of great deeds, of great dream visions, so that the people would always remember. But even as he painted, little Gopher sometimes longed to put aside his brushes and ride with the old warriors. But always he remembered his dream vision and didn't not go with them. Many months ago, he had found his pure white buckskin, but it rained empty because he could not find the colors of the sunset. He used the brightest flowers, the reddest berries, and the deepest purple from the rocks, and still his painting never satisfied him. They looked dull and dark. He began to go on top of the hill each evening and look at the colors that filled the sky, to try and understand how to make them. He longed to share the beauty of his dream vision with the people. But he never gave up trying, and every morning when he awoke, he took out his brushes and his pots and pans and created the stories of the people with the tools he had. One night, as he lay awake, he heard a voice calling to him, "Because you have been faithful to the people as true to your gift, you shall find the colors you are seeking. Tomorrow, take the white buckskin and go to the place where you watch the sun in the evening. There on the ground you'll find what you will need." The next evening, as the sun began to go down, little Gopher put aside his brushes and went to the top of the hill as the colors of the sunset spread across the sky. And there, on the ground all around him, were brushes filled with paint, each one a color of the sunset. Little Gopher began to paint quickly and surely, using one brush, then another. As the colors in the skies began to fade, little Gopher gazed at the white buckskin, and he was happy. He had found the colors of the sunset. He took to the circle of the people, leaving the brushes on the hillside. And the next day, when the people awoke, the hill was ablaze with color from the brushes, where the brushes had taken root in the earth and multiplied into plants of brilliant reds, oranges, and yellows. And every spring from that time, the hills and the meadows burst into bloom. And every spring, the people danced and sang the prayers of little Gopher, who had painted for the people. And the people no longer called him little Gopher, but he who brought the sunset to earth. The end.